Hi, beautiful people. I'm Tahani.
Hey guys, it's your girl Anastasia, aka Stacy, aka Anna, whatever you want.
Hi, friends. It's Bessie.
Hi guys, I'm Kutz.
What it do, everybody? Papa Stash here.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's Remy Papi, CLP, out now. Yes.
Honestly, never mind.
That one, it wasn't the first one. Okay, you have to switch it up.
Hey, everybody, it's your boy Big Ben the Artist. You already know the vibes.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Materialism, the realest niggas want to ever do it. You know how it goes.
Ngikusema mfethu niyazi kama umile wakho manje put on to the brother moves on and sis nyambona ngihleli lana.
Basically, I'm the host for this podcast that we want to do. So, yeah, let's get on with it.
Okay, so the topic you guys are going to be discussing today is a hybrid topic.
Yeah.
So we're going to be discussing pretty privilege and catcalling.
Pretty privilege and catcalling. Yeah.
Regarding pretty privilege, it's not just going to be as it pertains to the girls, but also if there have been any experiences that the guys had.
Sure.
With regards to pretty privilege. We want to hear about that. Second part of the hybrid topic, which is catcalling. You already knew it.
Okay, yeah, we get the vibe. Start with pretty privilege, né? I came nangazi nokuthi ngaqala phi like what is pretty privilege? You know, yes. What is that, guy?
Okay. I'm gonna start with what pretty privilege is. Okay, so basically pretty privilege is your privilege because of your looks. So, for example, I've experienced it in clubs a lot.
What happened?
Being, walking into a club, oh, come sit with us. Come sit with us.
Free drinks.
Free drinks all the time. I mean, I know as a Han, I can go out to 20 Rand and I would probably come out drunker than most of the guys there. And I don't know what else.
Okay.
I've definitely experienced pretty privilege. It's a weird thing because you don't expect for you to just walk into a club or any space and then like be able to get certain things because of your looks. But then when you do, it feels like, oh, okay, it's nice, it's cool. But yeah, it's cool.
One time I went to the club and I got like...
It's always in the club.
I mean,
that's what it is. And I just got a free bottle of Don Julio.
Which guy is that one?
I don't know, dude. Like he just walked up to me, said hi, had a conversation, gave me the bottle, and then he just left. Which is kind of cool because it's like normally like something else is expected in return, you know. So yeah, good for him. Shout out to him if he's watching this.
Hey, Ndota, with Don Julio, where
Shout
you
out,
going
shout
next
out.
time? I'm still Ndota, not so hard. It's fresh, nice, you understand? Oh, yeah, Tanya.
Yeah, obviously pretty privilege. Yeah, that word exists. I've actually experienced it at a restaurant once where I hadn't ordered anything yet. And then this guy one of the waiters brings me like a sushi platter. And I'm like, oh, sorry, this is not mine. And he goes, oh no, chef compliments or whatever, something like that. And I was like, oh. So, I don't know, it's like a weird thing though, because it's sweet. But I feel like there are some negatives to it. Because sometimes, I mean, afterwards the chef... one of the waiters follows me out the restaurant. He goes, hey, he's asking for your number. And I'm like, you chose to give me the food. I'm not going to give you my number. So.
Oh, you want to say something?
Yeah. I wanted to say, I feel like one of the issues that surround pretty privilege is that like, yes, of course, it's nice to have those advantages, but it's like, I feel like you're objectified in a sense that you're only looked at for your looks. So like when I got that free bottle, I was shocked because I was expecting, and I think he worked there or something. So I was expecting like, okay, you do something for me, or like I take the bottle back, or like I own this place. So if I don't give you something in return, then you're out kind of thing. But Yeah, I think it's a 50-50 kind of thing. I think you're only looked at for your looks. So in that sense, it's like if in these scenarios, it's like, I don't want to say it as if like
Say what you have to say, bro.
we're objectified in the sense that like, okay, like if Fasi were to go to the club, right? And Jen's invited to the table, it's kind of like they own her now kind of thing, if that makes sense. So I think it's a disadvantage in that sense.
There's like a sort of expectation once you're in the section, because like we're just there to have a good time, and then now we've been invited to the section and they're buying all these bottles, they're spending all this money, and we're just having a good time, and then at the end of the night, oh God, oh God.
Pretty privileged, my gents. Any pretty niggas this side? Though, what's your take, boy?
Nah, so I'm gonna quickly speak about how like Hans take advantage of pretty privilege, you know? Just sticking on the club scene real quick, you know? Let's say there's a squad of Hans, right? It's like you guys arrive there together, nah? I know a squad of Hans, you know, obviously not everyone is a 10, you know? Like, you know, we're all beautiful in God's eyes, you know? But like, you know what I'm saying? So, squad of Hans pulls up in the club, and then one of them obviously knows like the workers there and everything. And then like this oak comes as per usual, like, oh baby girl, you fresh, you know, come to the section, you know. There's Esso Spades popping right here, you know what I'm saying? And then she's like, alright, but I'm with my friends.
Oh, guys, which clubs are you guys going to, guys?
Hey, boy. It goes off, boy.
Julio. Hey, sometimes Savannah, guys. Some of us know Savannah. Some of us Savannah. The most expensive bottle is the Tanqueray, you understand? The green bottle one. But wait.
Yeah, so this oak, this Hans says, yeah, I have friends, you know? And then this oak looks at the friends like, okay, nah, you and you can come. But then these ones, nothing. Hey, like they can't come into the section, you know? And sometimes Hans are like, okay, guys, nah, I'll see you later. Let me go drink real quick. And then,
I've seen that. We're buying,
you know,
like,
for Azul. You will do it for Azul. Don't lie, you'll do it. So yeah, nah. A lot of girls do take advantage of it. Obviously, there's a lot of negatives, you know, that surround the idea of pretty privilege. But some of you guys know you're pretty, and you make sure you know, get what you want from it. Eh? Not good.
I like how this guy is looking at me.
Okay, so my chat is, right, I have a question. So aside from like the club scene, right, in a relationship, there's always going to be a Beyonce. You know what I mean? You know why you're there. You know who's the Jay-Z, you know who's the Beyonce. So even like...
He likes this Jay-Z, Beyonce thing.
But it's facts, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes maybe it's the gent who looks like better, you know what I mean? In the off case, you know what I mean? Then what must happen? I should still treat you like the princess that I am. Like, hear me out. No, not me. But like, we know, like, you know, we know.
Pretty niggas out there. I'm sorry, like.
Yeah, and should they also be at a point where we're like, honestly, low-key we can, for looks, we low-key are not on the same level, but you also at least have money. Like, you know, take care of me.
So
you know what I mean?
What Remy's trying to say is that if you're not beautiful, at least have money.
No, wait. No, let me not say that. I'm not saying that. Hear me out. I'm saying it works both ways. Okay. You know what I mean? What happens if the gent is nice? You know what I mean? Like the, you know, buff niggas that you see, the Joburg niggas now.
What, you saying Ben?
Yeah, like you see Ben type niggas, you know what I mean? Like, they're niggas like that.
Say no homo, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out my LGBTQ people. But yeah, like, how does it then work if, like, for instance, like a hand like yourself, you're with like a pretty nigga. He's pretty. What must happen? Does he still treat you like the princess that you are, or what?
They are ready, dog. They are ready.
That was a very narcissistic question. Let me tell you why, though. because, okay, not you, but in general, okay. At the end of the day, someone has to bring something to the table in the relationship, right? Looks can't be what you bring to the table. That's why I don't think pretty privilege applies to relationships, because you like each other and you're in the relationship for a specific reason. Not just necessarily for, I mean, if it's for vibes, then yeah, it's just about the looks. But if you're actually there in a relationship, it's more than just face value.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like pretty privilege, I feel like it doesn't really exist in relationships. I feel like pretty privilege is more of an everyday experience, if that makes sense. And I feel like if it does exist in relationships, yeah, I feel like my issue with what you were saying is that like it just sounded like being in a relationship is kind of like it's a competition, if that makes sense, of like who's better looking or who has the most money or whatever. Or if I'm pretty, then he must have the money type thing. Yeah, when I don't think it's that. I think you're in a relationship for, like Kut said, like you're in a relationship for, you know, your own values in that person.
So would
and
you
what
go
see
for
in
an
that
ugly
person.
guy who's rich and loves you, like literally loves you, like
The way you should be loved.
you know what I mean? The way he should be loved, but he's ugly, like he's ugly. Yo, I'm talking about Jugu
No,
ugly.
but that's-
You understand?
What if he has a bomb personality?
Exactly. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Would you date him? Like an ugly guy. And you look at yourself and you look at this guy and it's like, the kids, yeah. Yeah, I'm asking, can I?
Genes will carry us.
Okay. Pretty privilege. I understand. Exactly. But yeah, yo, say to the pretty, one of the pretty niggas, yeah? No, not you.
Let's just take it to the side. Yeah.
I understand.
Okay, like for me as a cheetah, I've had like a pretty I've had a pretty privileged moment, yeah, whereby like I didn't have to work for the girl. You get me? Like the girl chose me basically instead of the other guy.
Wait,
So-
can I hold you there? Mind you, guys, Ben has never shared it, guys. Ben has never shared it in his life. But anyways, continue.
But yeah, like ish. I guess in some form it's very wrong because I did her wrong. You see, at the end of the day. But yeah, it is what it is. It was back then. You see, it was back then. Now I'm fine. Now I'm a loyal, faithful man.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever benefited from your looks in other situations outside the relationship?
Nah.
Yo, Amar. He's the pretty nigga in Amar, yo.
Like, let's say like the shops or something, and then let's say the teller was just like extra nice to you, type thing.
What's a kind of discount?
Nah. I've never. Like as guys, it's very hard. I think it's very hard for those like kind of situations for us. Yeah. We don't get that a lot, unless it's like a girl, that just wants you, whatever. Yeah.
I feel like, and obviously I could be wrong, I feel like you guys do get it, you just don't notice. Because it's the way, like some hands, if you're talking to a guy who, some hands, not me, if they're talking to a guy who they don't think is attractive, they're kind of rude or like nonchalant or whatever. But the second they see a guy who they think is attractive, it's like, oh, hi, like it's like an extra sweet voice, and you may not notice it, but yeah, you probably have.
No, like trust me, on my side, I feel like we've seen that. Like, obviously, you can see a girl that likes you. You know what I mean? But sometimes she's not like appealing to you. Like she's not that. No, it's facts. I'm not attracted to that person, but somehow you may think I'm an asshole or like I just become off. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay.
You know that thing where like a guy will approach, it's like sometimes he could just be asking for the time.
Actually.
Right? And the girl is like, hey, don't. Like, pretty guys probably don't experience that. You know? It's like,
exactly.
it's fine, like, okay, maybe not the down, maybe asking for the time, maybe he was asking for it. But with a guy who's not attractive, it's like, hey,
yeah, it's just like some of us look like crooks. Now she's trashing a bag next to her and stuff. You understand? And it's like,
I'm gonna take it.
Oh, alright. Now, real quick, on that point, I wanna ask the Hans something, ne? So, do you think like you've experienced? I mean, have like felt that, like let's say someone who's I don't wanna say ugly, but like a nigga, you're not attracted
Like
to.
a daily pulls up to you,
Nah.
like, hey, yo. Hi. No, I'm just saying, no, I'm just
Comes
putting
to you,
myself
you
out
know?
there, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm an
comes
ugly
to
guy,
you, and then
know?
you have like that fear, you know.
No, I know I'm not ugly, bro.
Hey, Baba, host.
Hi, guys. Hey, yeah.
You know, have you ever felt like, when like a guy you're not attracted to comes up to you, wants to ask for the time or whatever, and then you have that like sense of fear, because obviously there's GBV and everything that goes on. So like a guy you're not attracted to, you comes, what's up, what's the time? And you're like, this guy is ugly, he might be dangerous, And then do you think if like a very attractive person, a very attractive guy came to you and asked for the same thing, do you think you'd have that nervousness and like that fear of like, being in danger or anything?
Yes, 100%. I react like that all the time. I genuinely fear men. Like, you never know what a man could do to you at any moment. So it's just, you're nice either way. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, hi, hello,
So how should an ugly guy approach you?
Yes. Don't ask me, hi, hello, how are you? No, let's not just ask me, what do you need?
Here's a scenario. I've done that before, ne? But it's like, okay, why do you want the time? So that I can take out my phone and snatch it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. I feel like if a hot guy approaches you, I'm a bit more sus by it because it's like an ugly guy. You like, am I saying a lot?
Say it. Yeah, just say it. It's too late also.
It's like it's too late. Hot guys are dangerous, if that makes sense. They're dangerous, right? Because
Say it. Just say it. Speak the truth, true.
Okay, I'm not speaking. Okay, now let me speak for myself here, right? If an ugly guy, actually, if a guy in general were to approach me, I'm feeling a bit anxious, right? But I'm gonna see what's up first, right? So if an ugly guy approaches me and he asks for the time, it's 12:45, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like laws, right? But if a hot guy approaches me, it's like you still kind of feel that fear, but it's like because his looks kind of distract you in that way. I don't know. You don't really. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's also like just because he's pretty doesn't mean that he's any less dangerous or that he's safe in that sense. Yeah.
I definitely think if the guy is not attractive, it is a little. It's like, ish, why are you talking to me? But when he's attractive, I won't lie, Shem, when he's attractive, I do let my guard down, which is stupid because, yes, good-looking guys can be dangerous. But I think it's a thing of just like, when you see something pretty, you're not scared of that thing. Whether it's a human, an animal, piece of art, whatever. So the way society has forced us to see certain people as pretty and certain people as ugly, it's the same thing as looking at that painting and being like, oh, that's pretty, I want that. And then that painting that's ugly, it's like, oh, disgusting, don't want that in my house. So it's like, when you see a good-looking guy come to you, even if he could be doing some sketchy things, it takes a lot longer before you notice, just because you're just so used to seeing something as pretty as safe. Or maybe not safe, but comfortable. Or it's like, I want to be around that, So I don't know, like, it's not, I don't think it's on purpose when Huns are nicer to guys who are more good looking. I just think that's just the way we are in society in general. Yeah. Now I want to ask the gents, do you guys, when you know you're good looking, do you ever use that to your advantage to get things from girls where it's like, you're not supposed to?
Let's ask the pretty nigga Sadie. Let's go, boy.
Okay, so I feel like this question came to the wrong person. Because, so I'm going to answer your question. Yeah? Okay, first of all,
No, boy,
I
wait,
have to
dog.
listen.
Wait,
Hold up,
dog.
hold up.
I need to say this. Boy,
Listen,
you pretty,
hold
boy.
up, wait.
Bana bakipela matrets,
I have to represent all of us ugly, normal, chilling, you understand, relaxed out there. Yeah? And the thing is, on the chat of Pretty Privilege, I'm going to answer your question. Never in my life have I experienced pretty privilege. And I'm going to tell you why. To this day, I can count how many times I've been pulled and I'm taking it out of the clubs, I'm taking it out of relationships now, I'm taking it to day life. I can count how many times I've been pulled over by cops. You understand?
Oh.
The cop sees me. You understand? The cop sees me there by the corner. Dog, like, and at the time, I'm behind 2 or 3 other cars. He already sees me, he's waiting. Like, I see him there. I came, he pulls me to the side, and I remember in this moment, I was dressed up like, I think I had just come out from a job interview or something like that, suit and tie, everything. Dog. Suit and tie didn't help me with nothing. You understand? This guy pulls over, and I could tell, the moment I put down the window, I could tell that this guy, he was convinced, okay, this guy, first of all, he's dark. Secondly, it's the hairstyle. He's got dreads. There's drugs in the car. That's it. No pretty privilege. When you look like this, and when you look scruffy to a certain degree, or when you look not pretty, you know, everything else outside of pretty, the pretty privilege is never felt. So that thing is true. You know, I've seen jets that actually experience it, but to date, I've never experienced it. You know, I remember actually, and now this is something that I actually even do. I have to keep wraps on me. I know it's crazy now. So this one time, me and Melly, we go to a mall, right? And we were parked in the mall, and we were parked outside next to the mall. These police officers drive by once, right? Me and Melly's chilling in the car. What are we wearing? All black. We've got what? Black beanies on. They look at us once. They're like, no ways, these guys are suspect. Okay, Shapad the young Shiga came back around. Excuse me. They asked us to exit the vehicle. We got searched that day. The only reason why we made it out was because I rapped for them. Yo, what's up, guys? You know,
I'm a rapper.
No,
like first.
They couldn't believe. Yeah. Like, they asked us, okay, so what do you guys do? He's like, no, listen, I'm an entrepreneur, you know, and I deal with anything creative. You know, I'm a media person. They asked me, okay, and what do you do? I'm like, I rap. He looks at me. He's like, oh, this guy raps. I'm like, dog, at this time, dog, we chilling. We don't even look pretty. We don't look anything like that. They're like, oh, okay, you rap right now. And I had to formulate a whole 16 about how we got pulled over by the cops. And they laughing. And they're just like, okay, guys, yeah, no, go back inside. And till this day, I can almost say I have never experienced pretty privilege. So I genuinely can't even answer your question because I don't think I've been in a situation to do that. You see what I mean?
Damn. Okay, yo, I was in a relationship, right? And I flopped. As a guy, I flopped, you know. And the girl was just asking me, like, what's up? Like, what's wrong? I didn't say anything. Like, it was just like vibes. And she got mad at me, like, for like a week or so. But we still talk, you see. We still spoke like afterwards. I think that's when I used it, because I just kept quiet. I didn't say anything.
And because you're Nganya.
Yeah, because you're Nganya Futi. I'm like, she's gonna be around. You know, she's gonna be around. Yeah. But yeah, hey, you guys are taking me back. Sure. Hey.
I had it, boy. Yeah, that's good. Can I go there, guys? So in my scenario, like I was like Uncle Mule, guys. First things first, like as a kid, I was dark, big head, young toilet, as much as Then obviously puberty came in, young toilet. Now I started playing soccer, started having a bracket and all that type of stuff. I sharp. But as time went on, okay, I could see like even if you've seen like Mazlala game dogs, like you choose a low man Mazlala like home, like Mazlalu my female, yeah, I'm telling. Usually Banbanu Baba, Umama, Umalume, and me, I'm like secret card, you know what I mean? And like I didn't have confidence, guys. Like I didn't have confidence when I was young, and that's why I hated people. Like being around people and all that type of stuff, I hated it. But as time like I started growing older and all that type of stuff, I started having like confidence in myself. For me, people are not in love with the way I look. It's the confidence that I have over myself. You know what I mean? So that's my pretty privilege. And somehow, I didn't know that I started becoming an asshole because in my mind I was like, you know what? Fuck these girls. They've been looking down on me and all that type of stuff. You know what? So fuck them. I'm gonna play around with them and all that stuff. And it has affected me, like in the long run. You know what I mean? But for me, it's basically my pretty privilege is confidence. That's it.
That's so profound, bro. That's deep, bro. But I don't know. Like, of course, when you're in a relationship and you know, like, you're like maybe let's say. Okay, let's say like you're in a situation or any type of thing, and I can safely say Han thinks you're, you know, the Beyonce. Yeah, of course you're gonna, you know, use that to advantage. You know, you're gonna be coming over to her place and she's gonna be like, "What do you want?" You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what I want. You know what I mean? But but yeah, like it only works in certain situations because I feel like fully, like I'll give you an example, like in my personal life, like in relationships, if you're prettier, like not like prettier than, I don't consider myself pretty, but if I feel like you're like much more good looking and like low-key a little bit out of my league, I will work more, but I will work less if I do feel like I will work less and expect you to do more if, you know, because I also, you know, yeah.
He's a light-skinned nigga. Like, light-skinned niggas have been holding it down for the longest time.
Wait, so are you saying if like there's an average hand and a hot hand, ne, your approach in like macking, ne, both of them, you'll work harder for the light-skinned one. No, not the light-skinned one. The pretty one.
Let's say they both want you and you don't know, right? And you can get them like easy. You think you'll just gravitate to like working harder or like
sharpening up your game for the pretty one because you feel like you can bag the average one easy.
Like when you bag the average one, hear me out, nah. That comes with so much, bro. Like you'll be Disney Plus, you'll be in there before you know a lot of things. It comes with so many benefits, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's very like materialistic when you look at it. But you know when you're there, it's gonna be soft.
That's you.
Yeah, bro. But like I don't like gravitate towards. I gravitate to more like homely situations. You know what I mean? I need to know that, you know, she can hold it down more than me trying to actually be like, what can I do for you? You know what I mean? So
which one are you gravitating towards?
the pretty one or the average one?
Man's not answering the question.
From looking at them, you can't see which one is more homey. So which one are you going?
You can see, bro. You can see. Trust me, you can see. Like guys, you can see.
You can see.
Like you can see. Like no, you can see. Nah. You can see it in the mid one because she knows she has to work harder. No, hear me out. Hear me out.
Guys, it's pretty privilege.
Exactly.
His experience, guys. It's his experience, guys.
I'll be honest. You wouldn't find a Han who's like the best looking Han in the club, nah, who can give you that homely heater feel.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, but why do you feel like the more pretty hand doesn't have that too, you know? Why are you assuming that the mid hand has to like, you know, make up for not being as pretty by being homey?
But she knows. Yeah, that's my chat, you know? Because like it's not like a myth. You know you're pretty, you know you're pretty, you know you're pretty. And you know what comes with that, you know what I mean? And if it comes with that, it's fine, bro. You don't have to, sometimes you don't have to do much. I'll just be there wanting to do stuff for you, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's the other way around, especially even for gents. If I can see that, look, you know what, Wazama, like, you know, but you want to take care of me. Pull up, what's up? You.
On that point, actually, you know, I'm a strong believer that pretty women are overrated, right? And the reason why I say that is because, going back to Remy's point, when a woman knows that she's beautiful, 9 times out of 10, you know, and there are women that don't do this, but they use it to their advantage. Same thing, when a man knows that he's handsome or that he is more good looking than the average other guy, you know, they use it to their advantage, right? And now, most of the times what happens is that homey feel, that heater, they don't focus on the heater. But the one who knows that she's average looking or, you know, he's like, he doesn't really have anything much to put on the table when it comes to looks, you know, going back to Melly's point, guys who look like me. In every other aspect, we work hard. You understand? We work hard. Like, we make sure that I hear personality. You can't.
You need to know how to
you can't.
share.
Do you understand? You need to know how to.
all these things, dog.
So that the moment you open the door, like it's set. You understand? So in the same way, the pretty privilege that pretty women have, you know, it really overrates them, because when you actually, I don't know how many times anyone has been in this situation, but you look at this hand, oh, you tell yourself, oh, this hand is moi. You understand? Already in your head, you've already built up that this hand is like this, like this, like that. Get into the relationship. You see that here. It's like, bro, so all you have is pretty. That's all you have. Ah, bro, it's a problem. It's a problem.
No.
Yeah, no, like most of the time when you're talking to a more attractive guy, he lacks substance sometimes. But then the guys who are less attractive, I don't know, it seems like they've worked more on their personalities. And so it does, like automatically they're a better person. They're like, it just makes
But
sense.
who would you settle for?
Honestly, I'd go to the less attractive guy. Substance of anything.
That's what they say, but I fear it. That's what they say.
I feel like at the end of the day, like your conversation carries everything, and I feel like I would be more comfortable with someone who understands himself more than someone who just appreciates their good looks type thing.
When you get home, you actually remember the guy who was less good looking more because of the way he made you feel than the guy who was good looking and you just thinking other things, you know. I'm just saying, like personality.
I disagree.
Okay, well.
Okay,
I feel like personality, I don't know, there's just like, I don't know. I lost my words. But yeah, I just feel like the guy with more personality, when you get home, you're going to laugh at the memories that you guys made. Instead of the guy who was just good looking and there was nothing to talk about. Time you're also shy the whole time. Yeah.
He just talks about himself. I definitely agree. I think looks attract you, but personality makes you stay. So if like you're attractive, but you have no personality, like you could be like, you could be Michael B. Jordan. Okay, I lie. I'm still taking him. You could just be someone that's overly, like, just very attractive, but like, if our personalities don't click, then I won't look at you twice, if that makes sense. Whereas like, if you can see that, okay, I'm out of your league, let me say, but your personality is one that makes me, hey, your personality is one that like interests me, you know what I mean? Like, as we were saying, that like, you go home and you think about it and you're like, yo, guys, guys, you know what I mean? I think that like, I'd rather go for someone, no, genuinely, swear down, I'd rather go for someone that's under my league and that makes me feel like makes me feel like an amazing person just in the way that they speak to me, or like the way that we reciprocate each other's energy. You know what I mean? You know that it's not fake, if that makes sense.
I have a question for you. Okay, I'm sure you can hear me.
Like 3 minutes later.
Yeah, the question is simple. Then why is it then you don't go for the guys with the personality which don't look good then? Because this is what you do, then why don't you do it?
Exactly. Like with that being said, you find Hans most of the time they're in these situations with these top like good-looking guys. They don't naga those guys who have those nice personalities, whatnot. They're being stressed by those niggas who don't care about them, who care about themselves. You know what I mean? You'll never find those Hans being like, oh my God, that mid guy is treating me so well all the time. No, it's always this guy who thinks highly of himself. I'm thinking about, that's a lie. I feel like it's some kind of like, it's like a scratch to an itch, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you spoke to me so nicely, you're amazing, you eased that, But the person that I'll think about is that person that I want.
What he's saying is that you guys like assholes.
With that, I feel like peer pressure plays a big role in. I feel like peer pressure plays a big role in your relationships in any kind. So like, because honestly, I'm gonna take the guy who's less good looking, but has a better personality more seriously than the other guy who's just good looking. I'm gonna see you as someone to have fun with. But then my friends are gonna be like, oh yeah, but he's so good looking and this is this, and then you get all excited because you're like, okay, but maybe his looks will make up, and you want to convince yourself, and then you make that mistake. But we never stay in those toxic relationships. If you realize, we always go back, always leave.
Ah, women, you guys stay. You guys stay.
I think the big thing is like, when it comes to that, it's a whole self-esteem thing. So a lot of the time, like, a woman will push for a guy and whatever because, and even though he's treating her like an asshole, because of her low self-esteem and the way she views herself. Because at the end of the day, like, this guy, for some reason, gives her something, but also is not giving her anything at the same time. So she wants to understand, why are you not giving me everything, you know? But I'm still gonna give you the chance and the benefit of the doubt just to see what's gonna happen, you know? So, yeah. Because Hans have made up a story about a guy in their head already.
Yeah.
So they have a vision. And even though he's not playing to that role, she's gonna try and see it through, even though obviously it's not gonna work at the end of the day, so.
Alright. We hear all that. Okay, I have a question for the Hans though, right? In the context of like South Africa, obviously, rape capital of the world, you know, and I'm gonna get deep here, you know. Pretty privilege obviously has consequences, you know. So I wanna ask you guys if like any experience of pretty privilege, you know, has led to like potential harassment or anything. So like, for example, let's say you're in a restaurant, you know, then someone buys you something. Have you ever felt forced to like give someone your number or like, you know, inclined to continue interacting with them because of what they did for you, you know? Yeah.
I think, speaking from personal experience, not necessarily what they did for me, but something I just experienced like last weekend was like, I was at school or whatever, and then this guy came up to me and he was like, yo, can I have your number type thing? I was like, nah, I'm not interested, you know, just like giving back in that way. Then she followed me the whole day, like the whole day. Like eventually I just gave him my Instagram just so he could leave me alone type thing. So it's like, in that sense, I felt like I had to give him my number because it's like, okay, now you're following me, I don't feel safe. You know what I mean? So let me just give you this to get you off my back. You know what I mean? But what was the question again?
Yeah, so what I wanna know is like, have you continued like interacting with someone, you know, because of what they've done for you, you know? In fear that if you don't, they're gonna try something worse than, yeah.
For me, no, because when I get scared, the way I react, I'm not gonna. Sorry. I'm not gonna give in. I actually get angry when I get scared, which also plays against me because I become really rude. If you're gonna keep pestering me and bugging me for my number, if I have to swear at you, I'm gonna swear at you. I become rude, and then obviously that makes them aggressive, and then I have to run. I don't really think it's hot when you're in the situation, but yeah, I feel like it depends how you react to that type of situation. I mean, it's happened so many times where a guy has decided to do something for me without me opening my mouth and asking, because of pretty privilege. And then they expect something, and I'm sorry, I don't care if you got me this. I'm not gonna. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. You know, I'm not gonna give you my number, and so I become rude, and then they get angry, and it's like, it's like, okay, now I have to go. Which, yeah, it does get scary because I always have to keep that in mind whenever someone does something for me. I actually say no at first. I'm like, please don't, because I know you're expecting something, and I always end up right. So.
Anyways, guys, we didn't talk about the catcalling. That was your afraid. But anyways, baby. So I cut the next week, guys. Like.
Now, I won't be controversial, but I'm just gonna say, like, I feel like the power of a relationship lies with whoever cares less. as Hans was saying, they think about the gent more. And one thing we should definitely learn is that like pretty privilege is definitely a thing. With that being said, people.
You sound like you're encouraging it. Change the way you everything.
No, I feel like something always has to give. Like use what you have.
I get that.
Yeah.
But you can't really say to the people in closing, by the way, if you love the person less, they will love you more, and that's how you should do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, you know, dynamics are different, you know. Okay, yeah.
In most relationship dynamics, that's the dynamic.
Yeah, bro, like you look at our parents.
Let's be the people that change it. Chivalry is not dead. Come on.
I don't know.
But if someone is chivalrous to you, but if someone is chivalrous to you, the chances of you playing with them are increased. I think also that's another reason why gents are not coming with that angle, because they know what are here, they'll make you a party. You understand? Because women have become like that. So, you know, yes, fine, it's all nice and good for us to speak about what should be and how we should change things. But if we are to speak about the facts right now, you know, you guys speaking about how you want someone with personality and you would select that person over someone who's hot or who's better looking, but most of the times it's not the case.
It's not the case.
But yeah. But anyways, guys, Santanda, Siabonga. Yeah, pretty niggas will always stay winning. Anyways, young tall. But regardless of that, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, and also the Kace merch is coming out, it's dropping. So yeah, but don't forget to comment also. You understand? Let's engage, guys. Let's talk about these things. But regardless of that, imina bafethu umelo wakhumalo lentwana kini alam leso bathi ringa blind. Siyanthanda bafethu. Danko is thank you is danko in Japanese. Danko.